I'll accept any of these. Menace, Narmer. Narmer is actually the more accepted name. Narmer, N-A-R-M-E-R. Or the Scorpion King. He's also called the Scorpion King. Okay? Aegyptos was one of his names. So was Memphis. Memphis was a name of this guy. Okay? Menace, Narmer, or the Scorpion King. Or he's also called the Warrior King. Because, again, there was a war that they don't talk about that formed the unification. Okay? But Aegyptos, the first dynastic king of Egypt. The first dynastic king. Okay? Now, the reason why if you take this name, Aegyptos, take off the A, take off the OS, and what you got?
Egypt.
So when the foreign people came into Kim, they asked them, "What is this place?" And the people said, "This is the city of Aegyptos," because he was ruling it at that time. Aegyptos was ruling it. So they said, "This is Aegyptos city," or "This is the city of Aegyptos." Now we say, if we say the city of such and such, then we're thinking, you know, a place, name of a place. In actuality, city of anything belongs to somebody, and then whatever the name is, like the city of Hartford, Hartford is the name of somebody, or something particular, an idea. Okay? But anyway, so Aegyptos. The same way when, you know, the foreigners to this land saw the indigenous people of this land across the river. And they asked an indigenous man, "Hey, who's those people over there?" And the indigenous man said, "That's a Cherokee of the da-da-da-da. That's a group. Cherokee, we're Cherokee, right? It's a group. That's a group of such and such." That's what he was saying. The indigenous man said, "It's a group of such and such. A Cherokee, da-da-da-da-da." First thing the foreign man heard was Cherokee, so he named them Cherokee. Same principle here. They said, "This is the city of Aegyptos," so they named it Egypt. Hyksos. Call it down. Hyksos. Foreign rulers. And we talked about them, you know. We talked about them. Foreign rulers. That bubble that way. I-E. Foreign rulers. Okay. The Theobald. Theobald. The Theobald is the area of Thebes and its surrounding area. The Honorable Dr. Chancellor Williams has stated that the Theobald, depending on the inflection of the voice, could either be the whole land of the blacks or University City, depending on the fluctuation of the voice. But I'll accept University City as, you know, the answer for Theobald. Okay? Unification of the two lands. (3100 BC). And one of the names of the king. Menace, Memphis, Aegyptos, Narmer, Scorpion King, Warrior King, any of those. Unification of the two lands, when asked about it, you want to have that date, 3100 BC, and you want to have that name, Menace. The dynastic period. From 3100 BC to 25th dynasty. Somewhere in the 25th dynasty. What they call a dynastic. Oh, I'm sorry. So we're going to leave it at 25th. It said that 31, it said that it goes to 31 dynasties, but anything after the 25th is so buffled up that the 25th, 26th dynasty, more 26th dynasty is more of the consensus, as with everything when it comes to ancient Egypt, man. Everything's heavily disputed. We all know that. Okay, so with that basic background information, if you could zoom me out, brother, I want to go ahead and deliver the official L.I.U statement regarding the elements. Now, again, I'm veering a little bit off of the normal. I'm usually a little bit more candid, a little bit more interactive with y'all, but we got a lot that we want to say in this lesson, so I'm going to go directly from the student handbook. If there's a portion that you don't understand, though, please stop me, ask questions. Don't ask questions, in general, but just regarding what I just read, okay? No, I mean, really, the reason why I don't say don't ask questions, hold your questions, I should say, until the end, regarding what I just said. Unless it's regarding what I just said.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Unless it's regarding what I just said. Okay. In today's lesson, we will discover what is commonly referred to as the periodic table of elements. As we discussed in lesson 1, there are a number of ways that one could approach this table. The Western world likes to assume that this table represents the height of scientific advancement as it relates to the elements. But we will venture to say that this table is a very basic elementary table that attempts to uncover what our chemical ancestors already knew. If you were present for the lesson entitled The Star, then you should know that chemical means have an origin in the land of Chem. Nonetheless, we will be presenting what the Western world will call the alternate history of the elements. In this alternate theory, we suggest that the current periodic table is a watered-down version, devoid of any true understanding of what our chemical ancestors knew to be true. Our goal is to leave our students with the ability to approach the periodic table as a gateway to the true understanding of the elements. Take what the Greek thieves left you and show them from inside yourselves the truth. Let me be totally clear. It is not unreasonable to entertain the idea that there are a group of people who understood, and very few who still do understand, these elements way beyond what modern man can even fathom. We urge the student to entertain the fact that this periodic table, with all of its classifications and commentaries that you may find once you leave here and begin your exploration into the Western literature on this subject, please try to remember that all of their knowledge combined is equivalent to what was left behind when that plane crashed in 9/11/01. And their story about how they got it is equally as authentic. So, here are the topics that we will discuss. We're going to give a brief history of chemistry. We're going to touch on alkali metals, earth metals, alkaline earth metals, transition metals, other metals, metalloids, nonmetals, halogens, noble gases, rare earth elements, and finally, we'll discuss the table itself. Most of this is the brief history of chemistry. Okay, so we're going to begin our brief history where Western scholars like to claim is the origin of all things intellectual. Where is that?
In Chem?
Alexandria. Western scholars claim that all things intellectual came from